Hey soldier, I heard you're thinking about becoming a breacher. You have what it takes? A lot of new players think of breaching is just running in with a shotgun, all willy-nilly with your head cut off. But if you do that, you'll be the first one face first in the dirt before you can even say, kaboom. Now there's way more than that to it. Stick around in the end because I'm going to give you 2 beginner-friendly budget loadouts and 2 all-out builds that'll completely change the way you play. If you're new to the game and just started playing on PS5, the Breacher is one of the most fun classes. You're fast, you're up close, and you're built for speed and close quarter combat. So what is the Breacher? The Breacher is for close range, up in your face domination. You'll be using SMGs like the MP5, the Uzi, or shotguns like the M870 or the KS-23. Now these guns are great for short distances, but at long range, you'll just be giving the enemy paper cuts and some emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
Think of yourself as a player who pushes through buildings, clears tight spaces, and makes room for your team. When should you use shotguns versus SMGs? Well, SMGs like the MP5, the Uzi, and the MP7 are best for beginners because they're easy to control, fast fire rate, and they work at short to mid range. Now if you want to use a shotgun, well, they're very strong up close, kind of like getting kicked in the chest by a big bull. But they're slow to reload and not good at distance. You might as well be throwing marshmallows at the enemy. If you're brand new, I suggest you start using an SMG first. Now let's go over some simple tips for beginners. Stay close to cover. Your gun is weak at long range, so stick to buildings, walls, alleyways. Stay tight to the walls at all times. Otherwise, you'll be shooting fish in a barrel to you. I don't know why I got a British accent. I don't know why. Anyways, let's move on. Your flashbang. Use them. Throw one before you push into a room. Make the enemies easier to deal with. They already have an advantage because they're already in the room aiming at the doorway, guaranteed. Throw a flashbang, make them blind. Don't carry too much weight. Light armor plus light carrier is enough at first. Remember, you're a beginner, so you need to move fast. And speed is your best strength when you're a breacher. Reload smart. Don't reload out in the open, find cover, then reload. Now if you're using SMGs and shotguns, your ammunition is not very high capacity. So remember, kind of like guerrilla warfare, take a couple shots, hide, reload. Pick your fights up close. If someone is far away, let your teammate handle it. Call them out with the ping system. Wait until you can fight at your range. Let's go over some beginner mistakes, shall we? Taking long-range battles, you'll almost always lose against rifles, LMGs, sniper rifles, anything and everything. You'll probably lose at long range. The next thing we're going to talk about today is using all your nades at once. Save at least one flash or smoke for a tough push. Now, the next one, standing still. A still target is an easy target. Breachers rely on movement, strafe, duck, keep moving. If you stand still, you're more easy to pick off. This game is super realistic, and one shot to the dome or upper chest could take you out. Now let's go over some simple game plans. Step 1, pick an SMG to start. It's a lot easier for new people than shotgun. Step 2, stick to close range fights. Hallways, building, corners, all that. Step 3, throw a flashbang before you enter rooms. And step 4, always stay fast and aggressive. Your job is to be a close range hitter for your team. The next thing we're going to go over is classes, baby. I know this is what y'all have been waiting for, so let's go ahead and hop into it. Alright, so these classes are made for the PS5. Alright, and these have been verified in 2025. Now you're going to see a lot of SP. SP stands for supply points. So when you build your class, you have a certain amount of supply points. So the first one is called Security Entry Flash, which is a base of 8 supply points. The primary, MP5A5, 3 supply points. Explosives, flashbangs times 1, 1 supply point. Carrier, light carrier, 1 supply point. Armor, light armor, 1 supply point. Sidearm, skip to save your supply points. Optional attachments, add if you have an extra 1 to 2 supply points. 1 times reflex, laser for hip tight fights. Budget 2 is for insurgents. This is called the aggro Uzi, which is a base of 7 to 8 supply points. The primary, of course, is the Uzi, which is 2 supply points. We're going to do explosive, flashbang, or smoke, 1 supply point each. Carrier, light carrier, 1 supply point. Armor, light armor, 1 supply point. Sidearm, Makarov, 0 supply points. It's free, might as well take it, but it is also optional. Now let's talk about attachments. If you have extra spare points, 1 times optic. Now let's go in the all-out security, the silent MP7 breacher class. Now this will take up to 14 to 16 supply points before attachments. This is your all-out weapon for security. The MP7, 4 supply points. Explosives will take a C4, 3 supply points, plus a flashbang, 1 supply point. Heavy carrier for the carrier, 3 supply points. Heavy armor, also 3 supply points. Sidearm, skip or add later if points allow. Attachments, this is also situational. 1 times optic, foregrip, SMG suppressor if you want to be quiet on entry. Cost extra. Now let's go to the all-out for insurgents. We're going to be running the KS-23 called the Hammer. Now this is going to be a base of 12 to 14 supply points. Primary is the KS-23 shotgun, 2 supply points. Explosive, we're going to run either an IED for 3 supply points or a frag for 2 supply points, plus 1 smoke for 1 supply point. Carrier, heavy carrier, 3 supply points. Armor, heavy armor, 3 supply points. Sidearm, M9, 2 supply points, optional if you want a reliable backup weapon. Attachments, 1 times optic on the KS-23 if available, plus laser to help in tight hip fire shots. Alright, we've cleared the room with the breacher, but next time we're just not entering, we're going to blow up the whole place sky high. Yeah, that's right, demolitions is up next, and trust me, you're going to want to see what happens when we start making things go boom. This has been your boy Still Actual, and remember, stay tactical, baby. Let's go!